So I'd like you to look at our statue of our patron Saint Catherine Drexel, and she dedicated her entire life founding the Sisters of the Blessed Sacrament, using the family fortune to minister to the two most neglected people in our society. You see the little Native American girl and the little black boy in her arms, and she ministered. And her real first ministry, her first love was to the Native Americans. And every year we have a missionary come, and we have asked Sister Maria Magdalena, she's from New Jersey, but now she is in Navajo, New Mexico. And she's come all the way from New Mexico to speak to us at our request, because we want to share this mission with the Native Americans, the people whom St. Catherine Drexel ministered to and loved so much. So I'd like you to welcome Sister Maria Magdalena from Navajo. Thank you.
Every time he does that, it becomes bigger and better. Last night I thanked him for giving me an hour. Joke. That's the way the Navajo people, they're very, very humorous. And they can string you along so that you're really captivated by something, and they'll look at you and they'll say, joke. I'm a member of the Sisters of Charity, Sunven Station, New Jersey. Sisters of Charity founded by St. Elizabeth Ann Seton. I became in partnership, personal partnership with the Sisters of the Blessed Sacrament in 1990, when I became a member of the faculty of St. Catherine Indian School in Santa Fe. Unfortunately, that school closed in 1998. It was the oldest at first of Catherine Drexel's foundation. She also built St. Xavier Prep in Louisiana for the black students, and that school has closed just this past year. Her third foundation was St. Michael's School in St. Michael's, Arizona, and that school is on the brink. So I do ask you to keep them in your prayers, that they will somehow manage to keep that school going, and because it is a great benefit to the Navajo Nation. My ministry is in a small parish near the Four Corners area in the mountains, and it's called St. Bernard. Nobody knows who St. Bernard is. Everybody calls it St. Bernard. But the man's name was Bernard, and he was among the first martyrs of the Franciscan order. He was an associate of St. Francis of Assisi. Our parish will be 50 years old in 2014, October. It was first a mission church of Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament in Fort Defiance, Arizona. That church is celebrating its 100th anniversary in 2015. St. Catherine Drexel was very involved in the community of Fort Defiance and helped build that church. She helped build the priory for the Franciscan friars. She sent her sisters to Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, and in 1902 she was instrumental in having St. Michael's School founded, and her sisters have been there ever since. As I said, my association with that community after 47 years of education, teaching, I spent 8 years there with the Sisters of the Blessed Sacrament. In 2005, I found myself in Navajo, New Mexico. I figured when I hear the voice of the Lord, it's time to say yes. So I did that. Our parish is about 600 square miles. We have a mission church in Arizona called St. Francis. That's in Sawmill. And my ministry has been aptly described as the ministry of the doorbell. One day is not like the next or like the one before. It depends on whatever the needs are at the time. Most of the needs are financial because there is no work. Sometimes it's just having a place to go talk. And because there's so much distance between this person and that person, or an hour to the city, 3 hours to the airport, it's wide open country. Somebody asked me one time, how are you helping by just giving money to people if they need it? They need to get a job and get some, self-esteem. And, do they really need this money? And I looked at the person who said that to me, and I said, when was the last time anybody rang your doorbell and asked for a roll of toilet paper? Is that poverty? It takes a very humble person to do that. I prefer to leave the judgment to God and help where I can help. That's not all I do, but those are the things that kind of frame your day. We have wonderful programs, Generations of Faith. We have Vacation Bible School, which I just finished a week ago. Crescia was big. There are many activities, but it's very difficult because of the distance. So people are not able to get there unless they have a ride, which is a car, gas, which needs money, and there is no money, very little. When we think of Navajo, we think of beautiful jewelry, silver and turquoise. We think of beautiful rugs made from the wool of the land, wool that is sheared, carded, dyed, and woven on a loom. Generations of weaving. I ask you to think the people, not the product. It's the people. Our scripture today talks about boundaries. The main boundary that was broken was Mary sitting at the feet of Jesus and listening to his words. Sitting at the foot of the teacher was designated to be for the men. But Mary was nervy enough to sit there. There are boundaries that we encounter and boundaries that we forge. The boundaries we encounter are the easiest to break down. The boundaries that we forge are very difficult. Navajo people are very patriotic. Sometimes we find that hard to believe because of the history that goes behind all of this. The long walk, the death of thousands. The Navajo code talkers are very famous. There's a group of men in World War II who used their native language to keep secrets from the enemy. There's probably only 2 of them left, but they are very honored. There are very few places on the Navajo reservation that do not have an American flag hanging in their homes. And joining one of the branches of the service is a great, highly praised. So, in the short time that Father Cole has given to me, I ask one thing of you. The next time you think of Navajo, think of people, not products. Think of need, not greed. We all find ourselves in need at times, and we are thankful for those who may step forward and help us. I tell you truly, these people are in need. So think of people and not products. And I thank you very much for allowing me to speak with you today.
Thank you, Sister, very much. So after Mass, there's going to be a breakfast downstairs and a reception for Sister Maria, and she has a slideshow, a video show to show you what it's like at Navajo. And I want to thank Martha Horton for great hospitality, picking Sister up at the airport, having her at her home, and really making her feel at home here in New Hampshire. Thank you, Martha, very, very much. All right. So the second collection, we're going to give it to Sister Maria for her mission in Navajo. Thank you. Oh, a little secret. She told me I could tell you. She celebrated her 62nd anniversary as a Sister of Charity. Congratulations. I'm telling you, religious life is a healthy life. I'm telling you. Please stand now. So this morning,